Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name's Elizabeth, and today we're going to talk about the no BS way to become a millionaire in 5, 10, or 15 years. Let's do it. All right, so there's a lot of millionaires in the US and throughout the world. You can be one of those people too, but you have to start changing your habits, your mindset, and figure out what you actually need to do to get on this path. So there's multiple ways to do this, and so I want to share all of the different ways so that you can find the path that works for you. All right, so first you have to make a financial plan. You have to figure out where do you want to go, how are you going to get there, and what you need to do in the steps. And so at each milestone, you'll be able to assess the progress, your choices, and figure out if you need to make any adjustments along the way. So typically, you want to figure out what your goal is. You want to figure out the deadline, so when you're going to reach that goal. You're going to figure out what your goal amount of money is to get and to obtain. You're going to figure out how much you need to save a month or make a month, and then the risk level of your investment portfolio. So you really need to identify, what do you want? Why do you want it? And then figure out, how do we need to get there? So we talk about reverse engineering. So figure out, where do we want to go, and then back it up and put the actions and the habits in place so that you can get there. All right, number 2, you have to increase your income. So we saved, we invested, you did all those things. I have lots of videos on my channel about doing that and paying yourself first. But at the end of the day, you have to increase your income if you want to make more money and if you want to do it faster, right? And so you can become a millionaire just by investing in a Roth IRA, and then you just sit there, you do your job and you wait, and then eventually you have a couple million in the bank. But if you want to do this sooner, increase your income ASAP. So you can do this by investing and getting a higher income job. And so you can go to school and get a degree in something that will pay you really, really well. You can also talk to your boss about a raise if you are employed. You could also see if you need to switch jobs. It is helpful if you're with your current employer and just talking to them and saying, hey, what do I need to do to achieve this bonus? Or I would like to earn some more money and I'd like to contribute to our company. What steps would I need to do, or what milestones would I need to hit in order to get there? So have these conversations. If your current employer isn't willing to talk to you or work with you, it might be helpful to make a jump and do your same job somewhere else. Honestly, so many people have gotten 10, 15, 30, even 40% raises just by moving somewhere else. So definitely look into that. If there aren't current opportunities at your current job or in your current occupation, consider switching, starting your own business, starting a side hustle, seeing if there's other ways to make money online or in person, or create your own business. Honestly, there's so many things you can do. Investing, I highly, highly recommend looking into your options. There's so many things out there. You can sell things, you can invest in stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and you can even do affiliate marketing. So just look at the options that are out there and figure out what is going to be a good way for you to make money, and what skills do you want to learn, and where are you at in your life, and what is possible for you. Number 3 is to live below your means. This is so essential, but even if you make a good amount of money, if you want to retire earlier or make it sooner, like in 5, 10 years, you just have to live way below your means. So if you're making $50,000, $100,000, $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, it doesn't matter. Live way below your means. The more you're able to spend and save every single month, the better. So if you do have more money to spend, you're going to be able to hopefully be able to save more of that, right? Like if you have a higher income, and the more you save, the faster you're going to be able to retire, the faster you're going to be able to have freedom, because most people, they don't want to retire. They just want the choice to do what they want to do. Or you just want more money in the bank faster. And so the more you save and the more you have to save, the better off you will be, and the faster you will get there. All right, number 4 is to pay off your debt. So becoming a millionaire isn't just about having a portfolio with $1 million in it. It is also about boosting your net worth. And so net worth is the amount of money that you have left over when you subtract what you owe from what you own. And so you really want to make sure that you're paying off your debt, that you are not living in a lot of debt. A lot of people who are wealthy do use debt as leverage. And so we could talk about that. And if you are a bigger risk taker, or if you're comfortable with that, feel free to do that. But typically you want to reduce the debt when you can. All right, number 5, you want to understand the power of compound interest. So Albert Einstein actually said that compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world because it is so powerful. And so specifically, when interest is compounded, the amount of interest that you earned during a given period of time is actually added to your balance. And then that new total, the original balance plus the interest, becomes that new interest earning balance. And so you really, really want to start investing and see it compounds, and it just starts multiplying, just like the compound effect. I have a video on that. Just this big snowball just starts rolling down the hill and really explodes up into space. And so really, really invest and make that money work for you. Number 6, you want to take advantage of tax advantage accounts. So you want to max out your Roth IRAs. If you're married, you definitely want to do that for both of you. It's not just for one person. So you can max it out for 2024. It's going to be $7,000 per person. You can also max out your regular 401ks. It includes like a 403b. It also includes 457. So throughout those, you can do it. But if you invest in those, you're going to reduce your taxes and your taxable income by so much, by thousands and thousands of dollars. And it's tax shielded and there's tax benefits. And I just highly recommend you doing that. Number 7, after you've maxed out your retirement accounts, you definitely want to look into regular brokerage accounts. And so typically I recommend Vanguard or Fidelity. Charles Schwab is also a great one. We use Vanguard, but I also really like Fidelity. It's really user friendly. And so if you want to invest your way to having $1 million in stocks or mutual funds, ETFs, etc., you really need to make sure you select the right brokerage account by finding one that has good maintenance fees and trading fees. When you trade things, you don't want to have these big expenses. And so even if you're not using a financial advisor, it can cost money to buy certain index funds and different things and make trades, etc. And so typically Vanguard and Fidelity are great. And so I really, really do recommend them and you will not have any problems. But if you want to do your own research on that and find other investment brokerage accounts that will have low fees and such, definitely look into that. Number 8, so open a high yield savings account. So high yield savings accounts gives you access to cash quickly, but offers a much higher interest rate than traditional savings accounts and banks. And so I know with ours, we make 5.5% APY, and this is a savings account. This is an investment account. And so I highly recommend you doing this with maybe like an emergency fund, or if you're saving for a down payment on a house or something like that. There's Betterment. We also use Lending Club, which is a little less than Betterment, but Betterment was running a special for 5.5% APY. And so we put that money in there and it's amazing. So definitely look into that. I saved for years. So even if you're saving and not investing, like at least make your money work somewhat for you, because that's pretty good instead of just 0.001%. Number 9, once you figured out where you want to put your money, what accounts you want to put it in, etc., you want to automate it. You want to go, okay, I need $300 here, or I need $500 a month going here, this amount going here, and then it's just automated, it's done. Then you don't have to waste energy. You don't have to worry about if you've done it, if you haven't. You don't spend that money on accident. And so just automate it and get it ready to go, set it and forget it. Number 10, network with millionaires or find millionaires online, but networking will really help you in getting to know them. So motivational speaker Jim Rohn was the one who said that we're the average of the 5 people that we spend the most time with. There's actually someone who joked that you're the average of the 5 podcasts or YouTube channels or things that you listen to. So just whoever you're listening to, whoever you're interacting with in your life, make sure that they're good people, or that they're people you want to be like, or people that have something to teach you and can lift you up and inspire you and motivate you. And so connecting with wealthy people, you could join the board of a charitable organization. Charities always need volunteers. And while you're there, you could pick up some new skills. And so I actually had a friend recommend that to me. I really like public health and things like that. And they're like, join a public health charity or volunteer for them. And you can network with people, but you could also just be a part of a mission that you care about. If you're having trouble, you could also read about them. So maybe you can't find them, maybe go to nicer areas. I even told my husband one time, I was like, I'm going to go to this neighborhood. I'm just going to go walk around and say, he's like, you probably shouldn't do that. But have you seen those videos on YouTube where people will go up and just try to interview like millionaires or people that are wealthy and stuff? And so I'm like, it is possible you can do that. I don't want to be creepy or weird, but you never know. Just go ask people. And if they say no, they say no. But anyways, you can find people online. You can learn from people. There's so much information in books. So Charlie Munger talked about that the richest, smartest, wealthiest people, they've written books for years and years about problems, even simple problems like your relationship or this that can really make a big impact in your life. There's so many books out there on stuff from people and lessons from people. So read about them. All right, so I hope this video was helpful to you. So it's 10 lessons on how to become a millionaire in 5, 10, 15 years. These are the foundational skills that you need, but I'm actually going to continue on and have another video that has specifically, if you want to do it in 5 years, what do you actually need to do? 10 years, what do you actually need to do? In 15 years. So if you're looking for a little bit more specific, maybe you were looking more for that at the beginning of this video, then definitely click on this next video. Let me know in the comments below if you liked this video, what you think. Feel free to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.